welcome to this week's Focal Point. Today we'll be discussing
the Jonah Saga. Just imagine for a bit that somebody brutally murdered one of your closest family members.
What kind of imagination?
Just imagine.
Okay.
They went to prison, they served their time,
Good.
They came back out, and they came straight to you as a Christian asking about baptism. What do you do?
Well, what's the point?
The point is, sometimes as special agents on God's mission, we allow our feelings to get in the way. But we must always remember that it's God's work and His work must triumph.
That's true. I mean, Jonah had a similar situation. God told him, go to Nineveh, preach salvation, bring people to me. And Jonah was like, them? They killed my family. Nuh-uh. He ran away. He let his feelings get in the way of his mission. And you shouldn't do that.
That is so true. And you know what? Even though he let his feelings get in the way and he ran away, God was like, this is going to happen. So God went to all extremes. There was a storm. There was a fish. He spent 3 days in the fish's belly. But you know what? God's work had to come through. And it did.
It's true. I mean, this clearly says when we're on God's mission, it has to be accomplished. And that God knows what we have to do. Yeah. So Jonah could not get away from God. He couldn't get away from his mission.
It's not possible.
Not at all. Galatians 2:20 says, so I am not the one living now. It is Christ living in me. I still live in my body, but I live by faith in the Son of God. He is the one who loved me and gave himself to save me.
Yep. That's a great point and a great point to end on. So let's wrap it up with our 3 focal points. Focal point number 1. Sometimes as Christians, our feelings may get in the way, but we must always remember that this is God's work and it must be done.
Focal point number 2. Every mission is important, so we have to make sure that we follow it through to the very end.
And focal point number 3, stay committed to the mission.
Because God knows the outcome.
You believe Jonah thought he could run from God?
Yeah, I was contemplating that just now. It doesn't make any sense.
It's impossible.
At all. But the good thing is that we learn from his story, location does not necessarily affect the mission. Sometimes it even doesn't matter. And we're going to be discussing that next week in Exiles as Missionaries.
Contact us via Facebook and Instagram at The God Stop, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.